Hi there, I am Husky Light. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for your likes, shares, your subscribes. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Right, Scorpio, this is your reading, and we are going from Monday the 10th of August through to Sunday the 16th of August. We're starting off with the King of Swords. It's upright to me, it's in reverse to you. Upright to me, and it's in your health and your spiritual side of things this week. So, Scorpio, King of Swords, health-wise, it may seem that some of you this week may not feel too good. You may have some symptoms that are not all that specific, that you're not quite sure about. If you visit the doctor this week, be aware, especially if it's a Western doctor, you may be in for a lot of tests that you're going to have. Try and educate yourself as much as possible before you go into the doctor's office. Try and look up online what the symptoms may be, but don't freak yourself out and go for the worst possible outcome. And just be able to go into the doctors, and if they can't quite, if they're performing all these tests and everything, maybe give them suggestions as to what you found out about what may be wrong with you from investigation that you've done online, or however you've done it. You've educated yourself, and it might help the doctor have an extra insight into what's going on as well. Spiritual wise, with the King of Swords, in order for you to be spiritually connected to any sort of set of spiritual beliefs that are going on, that you may have an interest in, they have to make sense to you, and they have to make sense to you mentally before you can sort of get any deeper with any awareness. So try and deepen things and practice things by getting new insight into spiritual awareness, getting new information as well, looking for new information, try new things. Try giving yourself a reading. Do yourself an angel reading or a tarot card reading, and learn tarot that way by giving yourself a reading. It can often, by doing it that way, it can give you some new clarity on things that you weren't sure of before. It would be a really good idea as well for you to meditate this week. That will help your spiritual advancement, and getting in touch as well with your spiritual side as well, and just harmonizing yourself a little bit if you meditate. Right, your next card is the Tower in reverse. And the Tower in reverse is unfortunately in your career and money section. So just be aware that this week might not be the best time for money, for jobs, for maybe looking for jobs. Things may not be as great as you want them to be in career and finances. If you are in a long time work position, or if you're in regular work, it might seem that people around you are quite stressed at the moment. There might be some misunderstandings, some arguments going on a lot around you. Don't take any of it personally. Don't involve yourself in it if you can not let yourself get involved in it. Don't let your ego take over. And it's very important to think about what you're going to say before you actually say it in a work situation. Financially as well, it's not the time for taking any sort of investment, for gambling, for lending money out, for expecting to win the lottery. It's not happening this week. If you've got any bills or anything that need paying, don't avoid the issue. Make sure that you're dealing with any problems that you've got financially in a really straightforward manner, and if you need any help getting things sorted out financially, Don't be afraid to ask for it, because the help will be there for you if you are having any sort of problems with it. Just getting organised and sorting things out, because in general communication is going to be a problem for you in those areas. Your next card in your friends and family is the King of Wands, and the King of Wands is in the reverse position. What this means is it could be that you've got a great deal of energy around your friends and family this week, but it may be that your friends and family haven't got that much energy to match yours. So if you're wanting to go out and party, they won't feel like going out and partying. If you want to go and do something, they might not be able to keep up with you, so to speak. Also be careful of being too lenient with children, especially your own children this week. If you need to put your foot down with them this week, you might need to do that. Being too lenient with them is just going to cause more problems. So make sure that you speak your mind, and if they need telling off, then tell them off in the best way that you can. Also, on the whole, people around you are going to be sort of kind and tolerant and understanding towards you, and that's going to be absolutely fine. But again, you are going to have like an over exuberance of energy that they might not be able to keep up with this week. So just be aware of that. You might be really adventurous and wanting to go out and do things, and they're just not going to want to. So just be aware of that. But you will have enough energy to get whatever you need to get done, accomplished within family roles. So if you're fixing the car or going out and doing something, or you've got more than enough energy to actually get that done this week. Just don't expect everybody else to be able to keep up with you. And our last card is in your love position, and it's the Six of Swords reversed. If you're in a long-term love relationship or you're dating somebody, there's going to come a point this week and you're going to realize that it's necessary, that you're going to have to confront some issues in order for that particular relationship to move forward. It doesn't have to involve fights, it doesn't have to involve arguments. It's all about communicating really calmly, in a good way, but it's not a time to hold things in. You really need to communicate with them and confront whatever these necessary issues are. There could be some specific issues here that need to be dealt with in order to move forward, and you're not going to be able to move forward until they are sorted out. But think carefully as you're saying things before you say things. When you do this week, it could be, if you're not careful, you could cause an awful lot of damage to the relationship if you are not thoughtful about how you're communicating these issues that need sorting out, about how you're speaking your truth. So do it in a calm, collected way. Don't just come out and say the first thing that comes into your head. If you can do that, then things should go pretty well. You should be able to get things sorted out, and that should move the relationship forward. If you are single and you're looking for a relationship, because communication seems to be difficult for a lot of you this week, it may not be the week to meet anyone. And if you do meet somebody this week that could come into your life, again, just be very mindful of what you say and how you say things in order to move the potential relationship forward. Think before you speak. Okay, so Scorpio, that is your reading for this week. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it comes in handy and you can take on some of the advice that the cards hold for you. If you'd like a private reading, just click on the link above, and I will speak to you soon. I love you loads, and take care.